Welcome. It is Saturday, and in the final day here in sunny Florida. There are clouds in the sky, but not very many. Might be rain later. That could change any moment. Not as quick as places that just like instantly rain, but still fairly quicker than California. I think I've been here about 5 days so far. Kind of got in Tuesday. So I don't know. You can do the math or do the calendar. But we've had some fun events going on. The main purpose of this trip was really to do the casino show. That was Thursday night. One of these birds are really making a cameo. Thursday night. So this was the first casino here for Gibson House, East Coast, I guess. Well, West Coast is Mystery House, but this is the first one. Although when we did them in California, they were under Gibson House. Anyway, it was, kind of a big deal. A nice, fun casino. The Seminole Casino Hard Rock, kind of out in Immokalee, I believe, southeast. I don't know. I wasn't driving. I don't need to know where we're going. But it was, it was out there, and a cool place. It was a lot of similarities, I guess, to the Oroville Casino, or maybe all casinos of that size. The ground has got, it's a hotel and a casino, so there's a ground floor of just sea of slot machines. It's like 90% slot machines and some tables for the people that like to do the tables, but I think slots are the big thing. And they've changed so much over the years that they're just sort of these large LED displays with some buttons to press. And some of them have the handles here and there, like the old machines, the classics, but most of them don't. So it was a cool place. And the hotel rooms are very nice. We got to do the show and then got the rooms for the night. But we didn't really have to have the rooms. Could have come back after the show. But I think people like staying, like eating and hanging out. The first food I got, or item I got, but the second one I got the next day. And they were comp too, so it wasn't like I was spending, money on the food. Casinos just don't do what they used to do, like make really affordable food and drinks to get people in there. I think they get people in there anyway, so it's like, why not just make even more money? So I don't fault them. Make the money where you can, And everyone's doing it, so there's just no reason to make it that cheap. So people know what they're getting into. If they're willing to wait, put all that money into a slot machine, then they're willing to put that money in the food. At least the food, you get some calories. Anyway, so yeah, it was great. It had a lot of memories of our first casino back in 2011, whatever. When we did, I think it was Murder in Morocco, but this was Murder in Vegas. This was the show I wrote years ago. I guess about 8 years ago. It's been a while. We've never done it. We have done it in a casino before, actually, I should say. So, although it wasn't a performance area the same way, this one was definitely, I don't even remember. Anyway, there was a stage, but we acted like among the crowd. So I just used the stage at the beginning. I figured, well, there is a stage. Why don't I just come out on stage? So kind of getting behind the curtain, and I was kind of doing this myself. I mean, it was like, it wasn't breaking any rules, whatever, but I just thought, why come out the side? Why not just come out straight on the stage? And that was pretty cool. They didn't have lighting for it. The stage wasn't really lit, so it didn't have a special spotlight or anything. Next time, actually, if we did the show there again, they said they could arrange that, but it wasn't pre-arranged ahead of time, so I just kind of peek through the curtain, and when the music goes, you got 4 counts, da-dun, 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 a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and so all that time, just thinking I got holding a fake mic, because we had over-the-ear mics, and then my glasses, so it was kind of hard to see, and then my shoes, it was all these things that kind of be in my mind. I gotta make sure I don't trip or step over the curtain, because the curtain really didn't part. It had a thing at the bottom. It was buttoned at the bottom or something. And then going out there and just thinking, I got to do all this stuff and then get into place and then make sure I know my opening lyric, because sometimes it can get confusing with another one of Elvis's songs. So it just has to be, bless my soul. Yeah, bless my soul. Anyway, and it went really well then after the first part going on stage. So that was just kind of fun, but it made me thinking, don't really... I do the impersonation, but I haven't really studied it kind of a big Elvis fan, but not to where I study the moves and I think, okay, I know the moves and do all that stuff. I don't put that much time. So it's a bit of improv for the dance moves, but I think if I really wanted to be locked in, I got to really watch the tapes and practice the moves and stuff. But improv's good too. And yeah, I don't know. It's just how much work do you do for something you only do once or twice a year. So yeah, the casino was fun. It was just I like to watch other people gamble, especially people I know. It's just kind of fun. I mean, I don't like to see them lose, and obviously they mostly lose. But it's just kind of cool, especially if it's tables. But nobody played the tables. The tables are fun to watch, but the the slots, and you watch the slots and you just think, oh man, that's wild. It's just something I don't do myself. Maybe the last time I played a slot was probably 10. No, it would have been 15 years ago or whatever, and that was just a quarter. I've like in the past, decade or two, I've just not lost any money on slots because I don't know. I just don't like the odds. My money's the stock market. So, and I think for gambling, if you can control it and you don't lose too much, fine, have some fun, be entertained. But for me, it's like I don't know. I have enough problem with candy and stuff, so I don't want another thing that might just get addicted to. I don't think I would. I think I'm really careful about money, but it also goes to the extremes like, well, I don't want to risk anything just because I know what's going to happen. I just put too much value in it. Anyway, yeah, we started out the week with going to the dollar store, I think on the first day, and before we even got here, I think we were at the dollar store, and all that big group of candy, it's all gone. Went through all of it. It's just amazing, all of it. Not in one day. I mean, it lasted a few days, but that was kind of like probably 60% of my diet for the week was just candy and, snacks and stuff. Not healthy, but I don't do this all the time. Yeah, and I did fast for one day at least. No drinking yet. I might after this video. I don't know. It's sort of like I don't want to be locked into this. I want to kind of get out of the streak because then I'll have more choice. I just don't like not having a choice for the wrong reasons. So right now I feel like I don't have a choice because I've come this far. So I want to break that. We'll see. Kayaking we did on Wednesday, and that was fun. That was a kind of a neat thing to do around those little it's not really canals, like small rivers, creek, river, but I guess. I don't know if it would be considered a canal because it's natural for the most part. But some cool scenery, some neat things to see going along it, a little bit of exercise, sunlight, a lot of great things. Would I do it again? No. I'm kind of saying it was a fun thing to do once. I would kayak again, just probably not there. It's like that's a place you go to once, see it out, check it out. But after a while, it's like this is kind of beautiful, but it's kind of like, okay, it's the same thing. It's like nothing really changes. So we did see a dolphin. He mainly stayed under the water, didn't come up and didn't do that. And then last night was a train ride, the murder mystery train. So that's another thing. And some of the same actors actually from the dinner theater do the train. So we kind of like that. Well, let's go support them and do it. And it's pretty fun. I mean, the price is kind of up there, I guess. Obviously, it's going to be. I mean, it's high for dinner theater even when you're not on a train, but now you're dealing with that. But it's kind of a neat thing. They fed a lot of food. I got to say, some of the, murder mysteries, you get just a salad and then an entree and then a piece of pie for dessert. And this one was a nice plate of appetizers like fruit and crackers and stuff, like grapes and crackers. And then after that, it was like a pretzel and then a pretzel roll and then a soup, like a leek soup, and then a salad. And then the main entree, which was huge. I mean, it actually tasted good too. So I was really impressed with the food. You got your money's worth of food, and then the dessert. Actually, the dessert was probably probably the weakest part was the dessert. Oddly, because you would think dessert would be one of the easiest things to do, but way too much food for me. I had to take it home. But otherwise, it was a fun thing. It's not a lot to totally see. I think when you're in California, you do the Napa wine train, even though it's not really for murder mysteries anymore. They still do it, but it's sort of like an afterthought. It seems like. I've never done it, but just from what I can tell, I'm guessing the scenery is probably a little better. Here, there's a couple moments where it's like, wow, this is really cool, the sunset, but a lot of it was just sort of the backs of people's homes and kind of canals, and it was but it's a neat experience just being on the train. Our second show tonight will be downtown Fort Myers, and that kind of wraps it up, and then tomorrow morning heading back to the airport, I will return to Seattle, where the weather is free, and we had snow a few days ago. I hope the snow's done because it closes the airports and causes problems. Even though I'll take the train home, so I don't have to worry about the traffic. I'll be missing all this nice t-shirt and shorts weather. So which I've gotten a few. I mean, we started out the year in Vietnam, and then I already came out here once. And I came to California; they had 70s, so I haven't been stuck in Seattle for too long to worry about the weather, but I do like just, yeah, birds, except for the noise of the weed eater or whatever it is, the lawnmower or the leaf blower, I don't know. Anyway, all right, well, that's a catch-up. I haven't done a lot of videos because I've just been busy and doing other things. And we haven't watched too many shows either. Like, often we'll watch a movie. We did see a movie yesterday, The Hunt. It's just kind of like a silly movie, like a pointless movie. It was entertaining to some degree, but kind of leaves you with like, all right, that was a waste of money. Anyway, that's it for now. So until next time, cheers.